You're listening to Vet Synapse, a podcast connecting the world of research, innovation, and practical help to the veterinary profession. I'm your host, Dr. Philip Judge from Vet Education. Let's get connected with Vet Synapse. Hi everyone, it's Philip here from Vet Education. I thought we'd take a little bit of time today to review a book, and the book that we're going to review is called Veterinary Nursing Care Plans, Theory and Practice. It's a nice little book. It's about 120 pages long, and the author, Helen Ballantyne, has the distinction of being both a human and a veterinary nurse. The book itself talks about veterinary nursing care plans. It provides some historical background, going back to the days of Florence Nightingale, believe it or not, in 1860, when she first described nursing care plans in their most rudimentary form for people, follows the historical context from that point to modern day practice of human nursing care plans and how we might apply that to veterinary nursing care plans as well. The book set out in three main sections, and the first of those sections in the book here is what are nursing care plans, and the second section discusses why we should use nursing care plans in practice, and the third section is all about implementing these nursing care plans in the veterinary practice. Throughout the book, there's a couple of really nice features that I like about it. The first is that it provides a list of expected learning outcomes at the beginning of each chapter. That really just, I guess, sets a framework for what you're going to be reading about. At the end of the chapter, there are several summary points enclosed in a nice little box, and then that's followed by a list of references and a little section on additional or suggested additional reading should you wish to expand your reading in that particular topic. So those things really help to anchor the chapters in a really nice, concise way. The book is really nicely written. It's very conversational. It's quite descriptive in terms of the text. So it's a pretty easy read to approach. Throughout the book, there are a number of charts and forms that are taken from both human and veterinary hospitals, and the reason the authors put these in is to provide some working examples. There are some blank ones, plus there are some that are already filled out, so you can gain an idea as to how one might approach using a veterinary nursing care plan. Veterinary nursing care plans have been taught in veterinary nursing education institutions, at least in the United Kingdom, since about 2007 or thereabouts onwards. They are increasingly becoming an important part of the way that we approach the treatment of our patients, and certainly from a legal perspective, nursing care plans form a template by which we can record whatever interventions we have carried out in the patient, our observations of the patient. So should anything necessarily be challenged either by a veterinary surgeons board, a registration board, or through the public court system, that documentation within the nursing plan itself provides a lot of clarity as to what went on with that patient. So overall, I think this is a really nice book to read. It's very, very useful. I think it forms the basis of a good discussion in terms of how we might implement these plans to better the care of our patients and also protect ourselves as professionals within the veterinary profession. So that's my short review of the book, Veterinary Nursing Care Plans, Theory and Practice by Helen Ballantyne. It's published by CRC Press. Visit their website and check it out. If you're a Vet Education webinar member, you actually get a 20% discount off these titles from CRC Press as well. So if you're not a Vet Education member, by all means go to our website, veteducation.com.au, look at membership and sign up. You'll be able to get a good deal on these books too. Thank you very much. See ya. Thank you for listening to this episode of Vet Synapse. If you like this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and share it with your friends and colleagues. Make sure to visit our website at veteducation.com.au for more great content and to experience the latest online race-approved veterinary continuing education.